I'm rocking 5 kids, and this is my vlog of my trip to Disneyland Paris for the annual party, Disney's Starlight Nights. I'm really excited to be here, and I can't wait for the annual pass party. If you don't know me, I'm rocking 5 kids, and I have a YouTube channel where we do days out, holidays, both solo for me and also for when we take our kids out. We have 5 kids, but they have a big age range, so we don't always have all 5 with us. Sometimes it's just 2 or 3, sometimes it's all of them. So there's a real mishmash of trips that we have, but this time it's solo. Kids are all in school, so I'm afraid I've had to come alone. I don't think they'd enjoy the annual pass party anyway, because it's 9 p.m. till 2 a.m, so it's going to be a late one. But yeah, I hope you come along and enjoy with me. So I've journeyed here today. I've come on Eurostar. I'm now in my hotel. I'm in the Santa Fe Hotel. I decided to stay on site because I didn't want to come home from the annual pass party at 2 a.m. to an off-site hotel. The annual pass party is tomorrow, but I've come today so that I can have a day in the park tomorrow, then come back to the room for a bit of a rest before the party so that I'm nice and fresh for that. So I got to the hotel at about 4:30 after travelling all day. So I was a bit tired, so I've had a bit of a rest. I've unpacked my case, and when you stay in Santa Fe Hotel, you can get a free drink from the vending machine every day. So I've been and got myself a hot chocolate. There's no kettle in the room, so I need to go to reception to ask for a kettle to be brought to my room because I'm going to need my cup of tea in the morning. It is now, nearly 6:45, and I've got a dinner reservation for downtown in the Art of Marvel Hotel, Hotel New York, Art of Marvel. I've been trying to get a reservation in that restaurant for ages. Every time we come, I try and get a reservation, and I've never managed it. But I did for this time, I think because it's a slightly quieter time of year. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I've only got half an hour until I need to be there, actually, so I better get a move on. Yeah, I think I've just rested in the hotel a bit too long. And then the park closes at 9 tonight, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure whether I'm going to have dinner and then try and get to the park for the fireworks show at the end of the day at 9, which might be a bit of a rush, or whether I just go into Disney Village and check out some of the shops. If I do that though, that is a first for me. I've never been to Disney and not actually gone into one of the parks on my first day here, so I'm not sure. I do love the fireworks show, and this is the only night that I can actually see it because tomorrow night I'll be at the annual pass party, and then Saturday I go home. So stick with me and come and see what I do. But first of all, let's go to downtown for dinner. It's a buffet restaurant, and apparently the desserts there are amazing, so I'm looking forward to that. I need to get on my shoes and get going. So I've just started walking to I went to reception and asked for a kettle. That's fine, they're bringing it. I've started walking to Hotel New York, and the skies have opened. It is absolutely pouring down there. So I've darted into one of the buildings in Santa Fe Hotel. Santa Fe Hotel is like based on a motel, so there's lots of buildings rather than one big hotel building. Anyway, I darted into one of them to try and hide for a bit because I was only out for a couple of minutes, and I'm soaked already. There is some clear sky, so I'm hoping that the rain stops soon, but it's quite heavy still. So it's 7:05. I've got 10 minutes I'm just going to have to go for it. It's not stopped raining. And I've discovered that my wonderful new raincoat that I was so pleased to bring, my fabulous raincoat, not waterproof, which kind of sucks. So, yeah, hopefully it's, oh! And I've just walked through a massive puddle. Oh, the bottom of my jeans is absolutely soaked through. Never mind, we're at Disney, it's all good. But yeah, it's not forecast to rain after today, although it was supposed to have stopped by 7 p.m. and it's not. So hopefully it's not going to rain, otherwise I'm going to seriously regret not bringing my poncho. But anyway, let's walk to Hotel New York. Okay, the rain seems to be calming down now, thankfully. I'm just walking past Sequoia Lodge, which is there on my left, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love that hotel. It's kind of based on an American lodge, probably Northwest type style, and it's theming. There's a lot of Bambi stuff in there. It's just a really mellow hotel. It's one of the 3-star hotels. I think it's the only 3-star actually. So Santa Fe and Cheyenne are 2-star. You've got Sequoia Lodge, which is 3. Where else is there? So you've got Newport Bay and Hotel New York, which are 4. And then you've got the Disneyland Hotel, which is a 5-star, which I've never stayed in. But watch this space, because I think there might be a trip coming up. I'm hoping. And then when we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel, we'll only have Hotel New York to stay in, and we've done them all. So, but yeah, Sequoia Lodge, absolutely love. It has a swimming pool, has a gym, which I'm just passing now. And yeah, I think it's a nice sort of one to stay in winter, because they have big log fires going on in the bar and around the place, and it just feels really cosy. Oh, nearly there. And yeah, the rain seems to be easing off, but as I'm walking under a lot of trees, I'm still getting dripped on. So, I got in there and I was in the queue for getting my table, and and I just thought, I'm not hungry. I'm really not that hungry. It's been a really long day. I've been travelling a lot. It's €55 for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and if I was hungry, that's fine. But I'm just not that hungry. Not £55 worth of food hungry. And I thought it's going to be a rush to get to the parks, and I really want to get to the parks. I want to do that today, so I'm going to do that instead. Have a little wander through the village and go to the Disney parks. I'll be going into the main park first, obviously. So we're here, sun is trying to peek out, I'm home. I know some people think that's ridiculous, but I don't care. It just brings a sense of happiness walking in, and the music helps. So I'm through. As I said, sun's trying to peek out, but it started raining again. What do we get when there's sun and rain? Can we see? We have an amazing rainbow. I mean, how cool is that? Just a rainbow by the Disneyland Hotel. Magical. Anyway, what are we going to do? I don't know. I'm so unplanned for this evening. I think I do need to get some food. I'm not sure what. I'll probably just end up going to Casey's like usual. It's 7:45, so I've got an hour and a bit until fireworks. And we're going to Main Street. So I've got just over an hour to fireworks. There are probably people taking their place. I can see the rainbow again. How cool is that? So I think I'm just going to have a wander around. So as it was filling up the park and people queuing for the show, fireworks show, I thought I'm going to go to Casey's and get myself a hot dog just quickly. So I've got that. I'm going to go stake my place for the fireworks, see if I can get a reasonable spot and eat my hot dog. But as I was walking through, I just sort of looked at the champagne cart. I thought, I'm not really in the mood for champagne, not in the rain. But they had the Mickey Mouse Music Festival popcorn buckets. You can just put this down. So when I was here in April for the music festival, they didn't have them yet. They hadn't got them, which was really annoying because I like to buy a popcorn bucket when I'm here for special seasons. So they had it, so I went straight and bought that. So yeah, let's go and see if I can get a decent space. It's raining still, on and off, and it's wet. So I don't think it's as crowded as it could be, but it's still pretty busy.
You can feel it in the air with us right now. Let it take you back to the first time you felt it ignite. All the stars in your sky, do you remember? All the adventure.
On nous raconte des histoires merveilleuses remplies de magie.
For as long as we can remember, we've been told wondrous tales of magic, of fairy wands,
de sortilèges,
and wishing stars. But not all magic is something you see with your eyes.
La magie ne se voit pas toujours avec les yeux. Parfois, la magie est cette chose que l'on ressent à l'intérieur de soi.
Sometimes, magic is something you feel inside.
landed on a strange planet with a formidable force, and he disappeared the area.
But every once in a while, magic finds us.
La rosa.
Il suffit d'un battement de cœur pour que la magie prenne vie.
When you find love in your heart, the world becomes a magical place.
Papa? Papa? C'est moi.
Tu es revenu.
Like a flame that can't be extinguished, magic lives on in the memories of loved ones.
On n'oublie jamais la véritable magie. Elle perdure pour l'éternité.
That's not my father. It's just my reflection.
You see, he lives in you.
La véritable magie se trouve en chacun de nous.
et répandez-la autour de vous.
Find your magic, embrace it, and pass it on.
So I've done it. I've done the fireworks. I'm so pleased I stayed for it. I managed to get a really good spot just by the stages at the end of Main Street in front of the castle. There were some people sitting on a bench, so I stood next to them because I think I wasn't going to get to the front anywhere. So the music might be a bit loud, going under a speaker. So I figured even if they stand, that's still pretty good. I only got one sort of layer of people in front of me, but actually they stayed sitting for the whole show, so I got a really good view. And that's the first time I've properly seen that fireworks show. The last time I was here, I had a spot right up Main Street and I couldn't see much at all. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So now it's just a case of heading back to the hotel, try and get an early night. What time is it? Oh God, it's 9:45 already. So the fireworks last about 25 minutes. They started at 9 p.m. I did hang back a bit. I started to leave the park with everyone, and then I realised that was a fool's errand because it's so busy. So I hung back and I've waited till it's got a bit calmer, a few less people around. So now I've just got to decide, do I get the shuttle bus back to the hotel or do I walk? I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. But, so I don't really fancy the walk. On the other hand, I know the shuttle bus is going to be an absolute scrum for quite a while. And by the time you've walked to the bus, you're halfway back to the hotel anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to walk. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm back in my room. It's taken 20 minutes. Part of the reason it took a little longer is because of all the crowds, so you have to kind of negotiate your way around people. People are going slower, looking in shops, but that's, you know, fine. I got back thinking, oh, I hope my kettle's there, and I couldn't see it, and then I noticed this bag, and inside is a kettle and some cups. Now, I've actually bought my own travel mug from home, so I'll make my tea in there. But I can take the cups back as a souvenir for the kids. And yeah, I'm so pleased I can have a cup of tea before bed. So it's been a great day. I'm really pleased with how it's gone with travel and day one here. Pleased I got to see the fireworks because, like I said, it's my only night to do that. And now I'm ready for sleep, hopefully. I think I might be a bit too hyped. And then tomorrow is the big annual pass day. So my plan is get up early and do magic hours. That's always my plan. I very rarely manage it. I'm not an early riser, especially when I've had a busy day. We'll see. So that starts at 8:30, so I shall set my alarm for 7:30. Probably get up by 8 and get dressed quickly and shower and get out. And then I'm going to come back in the afternoon for a bit of a rest before going to the annual pass party in the evening. So that's the plan. Hopefully I'll stick to it. I did have some thoughts when I was coming out of the fireworks and when I was watching them. So I'm going to do a little video on that to put on just as a short with some tips and stuff, because I think if it's your first time coming to Disney, there's some really useful things I can tell you, but I'm not going to go into all of that now. I need my tea. So I'll see you in the morning. Hello, so day 2, here we go. I didn't manage to get into the parks for magic hours. What a surprise. I got to the start of the park at 9:30, sort of before the gates at the Disneyland Hotel. I was going to go into the train station to get some snacks for the day because it's so much cheaper than in the park. But then when I got off the shuttle bus, I remembered I wanted to book a character meet. The bookings for those you do on the app, and that opens at 9:45 and they go really quickly. So I thought, I've just got to get into the park. You can only book them when you're in the park. So I thought, I've just got to get into the park. There was a huge queue to get in. So I was like, oh no, am I going to make it? But I scanned my pass, got into the park, bang on 9:45. So I already had my app open. And as soon as I walked in, it switched to being able to book it. So I did that, and I booked to see Mickey at Phantom Manor. It gave me a wait time of approximately 138 minutes, so just over 2 hours. So I'm going to find some things to amuse myself. Sorry, I had to stop it there because I had a phone call from one of my children. The perils of going solo travelling. Anyway, so where was I? Yes, got into the park, got my meat. And then I thought, I've not had any breakfast, so I stopped off at the, which one did I go to? Cable Car Deli place. I've got myself a Mickey beignet, which is like this. And it's basically a donut with Nutella in. Absolutely delicious. Not the most nutritious breakfast, but there's not a huge amount of choice here. It's a lot of pastries for breakfast. And I got myself a hot chocolate because when you get tea in the park, they make it with hot milk, and I can't abide that. So I have no plan for today except meeting Mickey and then the annual pass party, but that doesn't start till 9 p.m. So I think I'm going to have a really chill day, wandering around the park, do a few rides, and then go back to the hotel so that I can rest before the party because it goes on till 2 a.m. So I'm not going to last until 2 a.m. without a bit of a rest. It's a gorgeous sunny day, but it is quite cool today, so I've got my jumper on and I'm still a bit chilly. But as the sun's out, hopefully it will warm up quite quickly. I didn't bring my raincoat because as I discovered last night, it is not waterproof, which is a bit useless for a raincoat. And it's not due to rain today, so fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm going to sit here. I'm just sat. So you go through, you've got the, I can't remember, the Discovery Arcade. At the end of that, you've got some tables and chairs here. Let me show you. And it's really quiet at this time of the day. So it's lovely to just sit here, have breakfast and take it all in. Later on in the day, it will get busier, but you can usually get a spot here quite quickly. So that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and enjoy my breakfast, and then I'm thinking Big Thunder. I do like to do Big Thunder first thing, but it's not really first thing now, so the queue might be quite big. But let's go and see in a bit. So here we go, Mickey beignet. It's good. A bit dry. Quite a heavy donut, but nice, tasty. This should see me through. I've not got to the Nutella yet, but there you go. So I'm going to just sit and enjoy the rest of this now. So I've made my decision. I've come down the right hand side of the castle and I'm going to make my way around the park doing all the rides I fancy. So we shall start with Small World. I'm going to try and do lots of ride POVs this trip, but I'll put those on as shorts so that I don't sort of clutter up this vlog And if you want to see them, you can go and check out my shorts. Let's hope this works. Okay, small world done. It was a walk on. By the time I got off though, there was quite a queue, so probably more like 5 to 10 minutes. Now I'm going to do Casey Junior train, and it says it's a 5-minute queue. Let's see. Well, that was fun. Probably was 5-minute wait, and then it's just a quick hop from that onto the storybook ride, which is next to it. That doesn't look like a big queue, so let's see. Well, that was lovely as usual. It's a nice little mellow boat ride, and it did stop quite a few times. So when you get on, you're on a moving circular platform and the boats don't stop. You just have to get on, but it's slow, it's fine. But obviously if people with disabilities need to get on, they do stop the boats. They obviously had quite a few of those today because the boat stopped quite a few times. But it's nice, it gives you a chance to really take in all of the models around there of the different stories. So, I think it's off to Fantasyland now. It's not going to be too long till my meet with Mickey, so I don't want to miss that. So, yeah, see what I can do in Fantasyland. I think I need to check the ride times. Okay, I've had a look. My meet is in about 30 minutes. Ride times in Fantasyland are 25, so I don't think that leaves me enough time. But Pirates is 15, and I'm not far from there. So, just going to dash around to Pirates and get on there, and then that should be perfect timing for going to meet Mickey. Okay, I got there and it was a 25-minute wait. It's now a 27-minute wait for my meet, so I'm not risking it. I am going to head over to Phantom Manor ready for my meet so that I'm there ready. So I've done my meet with Mickey. I set my camera up to record it and everything, but then when I finished, I don't know if I remembered to press record. Never mind. Anyway, it's a 5-minute wait for Phantom Manor, so let's go and do Phantom Manor. Get a bit spooky.
There is much to see, so look alive and stay together. I'd hate to lose you so soon.
esprits et fantômes sur vos fiers destriers, escortez dans la nuit la belle Beyoncé. Warlocks and witches, answer this call. Your presence is wanted at this ghostly ball.
Veux-tu m'épouser? Will you marry me?
Phantom Manor done. That was a great ride. It was literally only a 5-minute wait. I thought after that I would go and do Big Thunder Mountain because it was a 30-minute wait, but by the time I got there it was 45 and then an hour. So I thought, no. Stupidly, my phone is nearly out of battery, and although I brought my battery pack with me, I didn't bring my cable for it, so I can't charge my phone. So I was thinking about going back to the hotel soon anyway, but I thought I need some lunch before I head back so that I'm not then hungry when I get back. I've come into Cowboy Cookout for their chicken and fries. So it's half a chicken, doesn't quite look like half a chicken, and a portion of fries and a cold drink for €16. Although with my annual pass discount, that's €13.80, I think it was. So let's see if I'll show you. There we go. For a cold drink, I got a Minute Maid because if you get like a fizzy drink, they come in cups that don't have lids, and I know I can't manage a whole one, so I thought that would be a waste. So at least with this, it's in a bottle, and I can just take it with me and have it whenever I want. So I'm going to enjoy this, and then I think Pirates of the Caribbean before I go. That's got a pretty short queue. I mean, I say that Big Thunder's quite a big queue, but only because I didn't want to be waiting for an hour with no battery on my phone. When we come in the summer holidays or any of the school holidays, it's a lot longer than that. So the queues really aren't too bad today. So I'm quite impressed. And the last time I checked, Pirates again was 15 minutes, so that's not bad at all. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my chicken. All of the cutlery and the plates and everything here are plastic reusable ones, so you have to put them in the special bins. But that makes me so happy that it's not wooden cutlery, because some of the places it is wooden, and I can't stand wooden cutlery. I have got my own that I brought with me, but it's nice to not have to use it. So. Really good. It's got a barbecue sauce on it, which is a bit spicy, but really nicely cooked chicken. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll catch you later when we head to Pirates of the Caribbean. You can see they're starting to get the stuff ready for Halloween. Starting to see the pumpkin people being set up around the park, especially over here in Frontierland. That's where you'll find them all. Pretty cool. And so I'm going completely the wrong way. So I've just come out of the barbecue cookout, and right next to it is the Frontierland Theatre, which is where you can see the Lion King show, which I'm not doing today, but if you are interested, that's where it is. So that was a nice little pit stop for food. I think I might, when I go through Main Street, buy a sweet treat to take back to the hotel for when I'm just chilling there. Yeah, I'm going to go and do Pirates. Oh, another bit of Halloween. Around here you'll find lots of sort of characters from Coco all set up. It's very Halloween-y. Yeah, I'm going completely the wrong way. I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, just finished Cowboy Cookout. Back to Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's do that quickly. And then I think, yeah, it's nearly 2 o'clock. I think it's time to go back to the hotel after that, so that I can have a rest before the annual pass party. Oh, what I need to do is, for the annual pass party, you get wristbands. And they're available now outside studios. So I'm going to go and pick up mine so that I've got it ready for later this evening. Here we go, Pirates of the Caribbean. 20-minute wait, not bad. Looks like quite a big queue for 20 minutes, but we'll see. This is the one that the rest of the family get jealous about. We've been watching Pirates of the Caribbean at home recently. Yeah, I think they're all a bit jealous.
Une petite. Je regarde, c'est un bien beau trésor, en effet. N'est-il pas vrai, mon petit troubadour à plumes? Tu connais cette chanson pour Perroquet? Chante avec nous si tu veux.
Pirates of the Caribbean done. I love that ride. Love a bit of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just such a fun ride. So, heading back now through Adventureland. I'm going to go and get something sweet to take back to the hotel and pick up my wristband for the party tonight and then head back to the hotel. I think I'm going to go to Candy Boardwalk for my food. See what lovely snacks they've got in there at the moment. Yeah, and then I need to go back to the hotel, charge everything, work out my schedule for tonight, work out all the shows I want to see, the characters I want to meet, and when I'm going to do all of that. And have a rest and a cup of tea. So I got the mini cake pop, which I've not had before, so we'll see what that's like. I've realised that in order to get my party band, I need my phone, and it's now on 4%. So I'm dashing there. I need to pop to the toilet first though. Hopefully my phone will last. So that's it, my morning / afternoon done in the park. It's 3 o'clock, so I think I've done quite well. Gives me a few hours to rest at the hotel and chill out a bit. I'm a bit nervous about my phone running out before I get my magic band, my band for the party tonight. So I don't want to leave that for the last minute. Now what I've not done is much shopping here, and the reason for that is because at the annual pass party we get extra money off. It's 20% off instead of 15, I think, and I know that there's new studio stuff in the Studios Park to sort of commemorate Walt Disney Studios changing its name, so it won't be Studios anymore. It's called It's a Wrap. So there's t-shirts and mugs and stuff, which I do want to get. And I'm not sure if they do actual annual pass party merchandise as well. So if they do, I'm going to want to buy that. So I've laid off going into the shops so far too much because I don't want to spend loads of money and then find lots of other things I want. But if I don't spend much tonight, I can go around these shops tomorrow. So just heading over to Studios. Apparently it's just outside there that we pick up our wristbands. They only sort of announced the information about that this morning, so it's all been very last minute. And because I've never been to an annual pass party before, that's quite disconcerting for me. But yeah, this morning we got messages on like the Instagram account for it, on the chat group, that we could collect the bands from 12 o'clock today. So let's go and do that. There we go, that was easy. Showed my annual pass, showed the QR code for the party tonight. There were signs there to buy tickets, but it did say a while ago it was sold out. It sold out very quickly, I think within a couple of days. So I was really pleased that I'd got my ticket for it on the morning they were released. But I was going to have a shower and wash my hair at the hotel ready for this evening, but they've put the wristband on already and it's a paper one, so I don't want to ruin it. I think I might have to forego the shower. I don't think I've got anything that I can protect it with, so that's a bit of a shame. Never mind. I probably could have got it later, but I didn't want there to be a huge queue. There was absolutely no queue. Apparently there was at midday when it first opened. I know some other people that are going that I've been chatting to on Instagram. So yeah, before the ticket office opened for it, there was quite a queue, but that went down quite quickly. And then no queue when I went. But I imagine this evening, as people start arriving for it, especially if they're local, they won't have been in the parks in the day. They'll just be going there for the evening. So yeah, I didn't want to risk there being a queue later. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to pop into the shops in the train station before I get the shuttle back to the hotel. I've been having a terrible cramp in my leg, so I need magnesium. And I know that you get magnesium in bananas, so I'm going to see if any of them sell bananas in an effort to stop the cramp. Otherwise it could be a quite painful evening. Let's see if I'm lucky. Oh, I'd heard about these this morning. They've got the new Pop Mart vending machines, which are apparently quite popular. I've not got into them myself, but it is tempting. I'm a sucker for this sort of thing. So they've got all sorts of ones. Shade. Doesn't tell you anywhere how much they are, which always makes me suspicious that that's going to be extremely expensive. Because why else wouldn't you advertise the price? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so I'm back in the hotel. They didn't have any bananas in the shop, but they did have a protein drink which has got magnesium in, so I bought that. €5.80. I'm quite shocked by how expensive that was, because usually the shop in the train station's reasonably, well, not cheap, but it's reasonable. So I'm back with that, and I've got my cup of tea, nice big travel mug of tea. My phone is on charge, and I'm ready to just chill for a little bit. It's 3:30, and then get ready for the annual pass party. So I think that's where I'm going to leave this vlog, so that I can do a whole fresh one for the annual pass party. Hopefully I'll get lots of great footage of that tonight. We shall see. Anyway, if you've liked this vlog, please like, subscribe, all of that stuff. I'm having a blast, and I hope you've really liked watching and coming along with me. Thank you very much.